Hey guys, I've been trying to process, and making these videos has been really helpful and really therapeutic. And even if no one's watching them, it just feels so good to get it out from inside my throat through the mouth. On Rosh Chodesh, we had a meditation, or it wasn't really meditation, it was a movement and body work and breathing class and a women's circle for Rosh Chodesh. And one of the things that we spoke about was this idea of Mashiach is going to come through the mouth, what we say and what we eat, what goes in and what comes out of our mouth. And what's interesting, what I find really fascinating, is that we have this gatekeeper, right? The lips, the teeth, the tongue, the palate, all of this going on, all of these layers that we're supposed to manage and use and channel properly and control, really, to control what we say, and also control our desires for physicality and what we eat. Rav Dov Ber-Pinson has an amazing class on Facebook. It's 10 minutes, the edited version, so it's short and really insightful. And he speaks about the 4 levels of, transcendence, if that's a word to use. Kind of the 4 levels or rungs on the ladder as we try to spiritually evolve. And so one of the things he talks about in those 4 levels is, food, and how we connect to food, and how this month is specifically connected to that. And so in any case, at this women's circle, we were speaking about how women are connected to malchus and speech, and how we can control what we say. And that sometimes our thoughts and our feelings, right, what's in our mind and what's in our heart, are not always aligned. And so one woman brought up this idea that our thoughts, or our mind, our consciousness should control our emotions, that we shouldn't be run or ruled by our emotions, but rather by our conscious choices, our intellect, our thoughts, and our rational ability to think and be rational, and not just ruled by our emotions. So and so then we spoke about this idea that there's this restriction, or this narrowing that goes on, how the throat is the place where we can kind of I don't want to say the wrong word here because it can really be misinterpreted. The throat can channel what's going on from our minds, and channel that properly, I guess, to our hearts. I can't remember exactly what led up to this next statement, but we were discussing the mind and heart, and how the neck and throat kind of connects that. And so one of the things a concern a woman brought up was that sometimes you don't want to just bottle up what you're feeling, and use the mind to control or suppress what we're feeling. And so we were discussing this idea that the neck connects, and that's the channel that allows us to pause before we speak. But it also, what's beautiful about that concept of what's between your mind and heart, is that your mouth is there as the intermediary. Your mouth is the middle point, and that it allows you not to bottle things up and feel constricted. When you don't express yourself, you feel it in your throat. You feel this I don't know, describe a pit in your throat, and it's something that needs to come out. And so what we can do when we have these emotions that are perhaps running wild, or even sometimes our thoughts that are just kind of coming with no, just what's the word I'm looking for? I'm thinking of the word of a hose, when thoughts just come so quickly, and so many, unfiltered or uncontrolled, right? They just come out of nowhere, and sometimes they're not from our choosing. So this idea that we can harness or channel that, but we don't want to stifle it. And that was the word I was trying not to use about the neck. Rather, we can channel things properly, but we don't want to bottle them up or suppress. or stifle. And so what's amazing is that the mouth is right there. It's like the middle point between your mind and heart. So it allows you to speak them out into hopefully what is a healing process. And so that's, I think, why speech therapy or just speaking to a friend, having someone just listen and hear you out, YouTube videos, why they are so deeply effective and helpful and like cathartic and just so like therapeutic. What is it about talking that is so amazing? And it's because it allows, it's like this valve that allows you to, like, all this bottled up pressure and tension allows it to come out, and hopefully in a peaceful and calm way. And so in any case, these videos have been so therapeutic in that regard. And I guess I was just explaining why I'm talking about my personal life in such a public forum, because I really, it is somewhat of a private forum because I have like 3 subscribers, and the truth is, it just needs to get out. It needs to come out.